guys, what's up? Ron Parks here and welcome back to the channel. I want to talk about how to start to become wealthy in your teens. Building wealth begins with smart money habits and good life choices. You probably think, oh, here we go again, another adult who wants to tell us what to do. Well, I have been through my teens and 20s and 30s, and each decade I learn more and more about how I want to live my life and how I want to make money. I hope to give you some steps to take in your teens so that when you look back on those years, you will be satisfied you did everything that you could to make a better and wealthy life possible. I believe that it's all about mindset. I didn't much think about money and the importance of it until I was 15. My dad suddenly passed away at 40, left no life insurance for the family, and I had to go to work to help support me and the family. It took that life-changing experience to understand the importance of money and set yourself up for financial success. Now, I was thrown into the lion's den to fend for myself, and it wasn't easy. But as I grew up, I understood the importance of planning for your future and trying and being financially independent. Now, when you're under the age of 18, there's only so much opportunity and things you can do. Still, I want to set the parameters to make your teens as successful as possible and allow you to make as much money as possible. I believe education is essential, and I went to college and graduate school. Now, I wasn't the type that could skip school and start a business or go into a career without a college education. Now, some people can do that, but most people need that degree to open more doors than not having one. And for every successful entrepreneur that skips college and starts to build a business or work for themselves, most fail. So if you fail with only a high school education, then you could be screwed. And for some people, skipping college makes sense, but make sure it is a right move for you. A recent study from Georgetown University found that on the average, college graduates earn $1 million more in earnings over their lifetime. So with all that aside, let's start getting into the mindset of someone who wants to learn about money and someone who is motivated to be wealthy and successful. You can pass the time at 15 or 16 by hanging out with friends, playing lots of sports, or just wasting time. Or you can allocate time to learn and plan on being wealthy. There's no straightforward way to guarantee yourself a prosperous future, but these 7 strategies can help you do it while you're still young. There's always a significant adjustment to make when transferring from college to the workforce, with the sudden realization that no matter how smart or talented you are, you're probably starting at the bottom. So the number one attribute of someone who has a potential for being successful and wealthy is communicating. If you want to make money and build your wealth, you're going to have to communicate and interact with people in one way or the other. These are habits that wealthy people have as they've learned to network and make friends, which will help their businesses in the future. First, understand that the road to wealth is communication. You have to be able to talk with people and learn how to interact professionally. You have to become familiar with the business, and the best way is to start reading. And reading the right books will give you a good understanding of wealthy people's traits. Now, before you start reading business books, I would read some books on making friends. Dale Carnegie wrote How to Win Friends and Influence People. This book has made a massive positive impact on my life, and it's still one of the top recommended books on social skills despite being written in the 1930s. It does a great job of extracting social interaction down to a set of rules that make us more likable. Now, I would get this book if you're already okay socially but want to be more likable, and I wouldn't get the book if you have low self-esteem or social anxiety. If so, I'd recommend the Social Skills Guidebook. The Social Skills Guidebook, Manage Shyness, Improve Your Conversations, and Make Friends Without Giving Up Who You Are, was written by Chris McLeod. Now, compared to How to Win Friends, this one isn't directed to a mainstream audience. This book targets people who feel like their social life is on hold because they are either too shy or just don't connect. So the first part of the book focuses on shyness, social anxiety, and low self-confidence. Then it goes through how to improve your conversation skills. And third, how to be better at making friends and lead a social life. Now, Think and Grow Rich reveals the secrets that can bring you a fortune. By suppressing negative thoughts and focusing on the long term, you can find real and lasting success. Napoleon Hill details his philosophy through 13 principles. It breaks down everything successful people do that makes them successful in the first place, and what they all have in common with one another. I've mentioned 3 books. Now, the second thing you have to do is stop procrastinating, because being young is believing that there's always enough time for everything. Now, when I was young, I often thought that retirement or wealth building came later in life, and I was more preoccupied with the concerns of the now. Unfortunately, this often leads to a cycle of, oh, I should do that next month or the month after, until before you know it, you're 10 years older, and you've missed out on a decade's worth of compounding interest. So the first step is to stop procrastinating. Saving and investing are scary, but the longer you wait to do it, the fewer advantages you have. Now, number 3, invest in you. Your next goal should be to invest in you. You are the best resource to accumulate wealth. And investing in yourself means spending more time on your education, refining your own skill sets, and branching out to meet new people who might help you achieve your goals. The more educated, skilled, experienced, and connected you are, the more valuable opportunities you're going to get, which means higher salaries and more options down the road, both of which will help you build a stronger financial foundation. And number 4, start getting jobs in some of the areas that interest you. Try different jobs and consider volunteering, because now's the time when you're young to try out different types of careers and jobs and take some significant risks. And if you fail, you're young and you will learn some valuable lessons from failing. So figure out how to make money. Take some time to learn about different industries, figure out what you want to do and how you intend to make money. If you're interested in TV, then you can apply for an internship at a TV station. You won't make any money, but you will be on your way to getting some valuable experience and information that you can use to pare down your choices. And if you want to study medicine, maybe you can get a volunteer job in a hospital that will give you a feel for what doctors go through. And if you're interested in finance, then get a job with a bank or other financial institution in different areas. Because when I was in high school, I thought I wanted to be a doctor. So I volunteered at a local hospital that allowed me to work in the ER, surgical units, and medical specialties. I learned from that experience that medicine was just not for me. And when you're in school, think really hard about your course curriculum, because the best salaries when you leave college are in the basic 4 categories called STEM: science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. These 4 categories have the highest paying entry salaries, and you will be able to pay back your student loans faster. Now, that's if you want to pursue these areas. If you're interested in the humanities, teaching, or some other avenue, you can still make a good living, but the probability of long-term wealth has decreased. Okay, number 5, hang out with older people that are successful. If you're 18, I'm sure you hang out with your peers most of the time. But if you're interested in finance and investing, then find someone you admire and look up to that has been successful. Maybe they can be a sounding board to help you with some ideas or become your mentor to guide you through important decisions. And having a mentor is great. I had one when I was 20, and he was 35 and worked for an investment bank. He knew all about trading and money management as he was a financial advisor to his clients. We met weekly to talk about the markets and the advice that he was giving his clients. It helped me start thinking seriously about where I wanted to be in 10 years and all of the things I needed to do. And to this day, we're still in touch. Okay, number 6, get a credit card. If you're not 18, you can't get a credit card in your name. But there are a number of things you can do to build up your credit profile at a young age. So if you're between 11 and 13, sign up for a prepaid card to teach you about budgeting your cash. Since many allow for monthly direct deposits, you can load your allowance directly into the card. And you can also try a tool like FamZoom, which sells prepaid cards controlled by a mobile app. If you're between 14 and 17, since there aren't any credit cards for minors, your best option is to have your parents add you as an authorized user on one of their accounts. And if going forward you manage that account well, this will give you an almost instant boost. It also gives you financial freedom when you continue to monitor your spending. And your parents' good credit score will follow you around. And once you're ready, you should have no problem getting one in your name. And now if you're a college student and young adult over 18, if you have a job, a scholarship, or grants, you can apply on your own. And if you have some credit history on your own, you can apply for a card in your name, and there'll be a good chance you'll get approved. And if you can't get approved, ask for a secured or student credit card, or check out cards for limited or no credit. And number 7, know that there is no magic. So when you see the word secrets in the title of a YouTube video or an article, you might be hoping for a guaranteed, almost magical solution to make you wealthy. There isn't one. And the fundamental objectives are simple. Make more than you spend and use the excess to invest. And how you invest is up to you. But the apparent goal is to make investments that will make you more money in the future. And that's it. The ways to achieve this are by making more money, spending less, and investing more wisely. So if you set good financial habits in the beginning and save a certain percentage of your income, no matter what, live below your means, track your income and expenses, and stay out of debt, you're a step ahead. I hope you can take away some good ideas from this video. And if you enjoyed it, I would really appreciate it if you can smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm, which will help me immensely, and subscribe. Also, I'd love to read your comments and any suggestions for upcoming videos. And until the next time.